everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft Bedrock tutorial.
Yay!
I have a real problem here. I seem to have honey on the brain. It feels like I've got bees swarming around in there. Every time I go to do some redstone, I just gravitate toward the yellow stuff every single time. I think I've just got to commit to it. Yep. The bee time man. Perfect. At least now when people complain about my channel, I can just say, buzz off. Joking aside just for one moment, today's build has been suggested by you lovely people, so let's say a massive, a behemoth thank you to
JTN, RPS, VFX, Jump Around Plays, Multi-Hand Pop Pen Bear Loss, Chantel Gurus, Base Boosted, No Effect 1974, Viper Gaming, and Orion Pax 500.
Now they have asked for a 6x6 piston door. Now that's exactly what we're going to be building today. So here is our 6x6 piston door. Now the first thing you might notice is how small the redstone is. It is ridiculously small. It is only 9 wide by 19 tall by 3 deep. The whole build is only 513 blocks. And that's just mad for a 6x6. Now another great thing about this design is that it's really quick and it's fully in sync as well. So when you flick the lever here, as you can see it's really quick and like I said, fully in sync, and then flick the lever off and again, the opening is nice and quick and again, fully in sync. Absolutely fantastic, I love it. Now you guys might be wondering,
Well, by time, man, why haven't you made it so it opens horizontally so you haven't got to walk over the slime and honey blocks? Could that be much more better?
no, you don't really sound like that. You sound much worse. Now the reason that you don't open it horizontally is because although it looks really good and you don't walk across lime and honey blocks as you said, but the redstone is significantly larger. It's nearly double the size as you're seeing now. So if I had a choice, definitely build the vertical one. So now you've seen the design working and you've seen the redstone, let's get on with this tutorial. So for this beautiful build, you're going to need 37 sticky pistons, 9 observers, 18 honey blocks, 18 slime blocks, 15 repeaters, 9 redstone torches, 55 redstone dust, 11 slabs, 32 immovable blocks, I'm going to be using obsidian, 1 lever, 59 blocks for redstone to go on, 42 blocks for your door itself, and then 28 blocks for your door surround. Okay, to start this build, you firstly need to determine where you want your door to actually be. So what I've done here is I've laid out an 8 by 8 square like this, inset 1 into the ground. You can see our door is into the ground, and it's 8 by 8 square. Now this 8 by 8 square is this square here, okay? So it's the door surround. So our door is 1 block back from that. So that's our square, and then that's our door. Now after you've done that, now we need to start digging. Okay, so firstly dig out this block here. This is the front by the way, this is toward the back of the door. And we need to dig out 10 blocks this way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I want you to dig out 7 going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 7 this way, so that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then join these up. And then we can dig out all these ones in between. Now this hole does not need to be this big, but I'm making it this big so we actually have some room to place the redstone, otherwise you're going to get quite cramped. But basically you want to do this 6 more times, because at the moment our hole is 1 deep, but we need it to be 7 deep. Okay, so now you have dug all that you have to dig, you should have a hole which is 10 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, brilliant, by 7 long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, brilliant, by 7 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So after you've done that, head toward the back and firstly place a line of your door blocks like this, 6 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Directly under this, we need another line, and then 1 more. Now place a temporary block here, and now we need to place 4 more blocks directly underneath this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can remove the first 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have a line of sticky pistons facing toward the sky off this block. And we need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, like that. And we can remove this block here. And now we need a line of sticky pistons 6 long all along like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so that's 3, 4, 5, and 6. After you've done that, now we need to alternate honey and slime next to these blocks touching these sticky pistons. So, honey, then slime, then honey, then slime, then honey, and then you guessed it, slime. Like that. So after that, now place a block next to this bottom sticky piston, and toward the front, on this left side of this block, we need a torch, which should turn on. On top of that torch, we need a block. Then on this side, on the right side of this block, we need another torch, which should turn off. Then a block on top of the torch. Then a torch on the left, which should be on. And a block here. But this time, no, we don't want a torch here. No, we want a torch here, directly on top of this block, which should be off. So left, right, left, up. Then a piece of obsidian here, or any immovable block, with dust. Like that. Now, off this obsidian, facing downward, we need an observer like so. Now, next to this observer, all along this line of slime and honey, we need 6 immovable blocks. I'm going to be using obsidian, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on all these, we need dust, all along like that, including the observer. Now place a block here, 1 down, remove the middle one, and have a line of blocks. And all along these 7 blocks, we need dust. Like that. Then a block here, 1 down, remove the middle one, blocks all along, and you guessed it, dust all along like that. Okay, now just to finish up our bottom section, it's really, really easy. So just come down to the front here, whoop, like this. Place a block next to this torch here. Now on the other side, place a block here. Now grab 2 transparent blocks, I'm going to be using slabs, and place them like this, 1 and 2. And if you're using a slab, just make sure it's on the top side of this piston. Now grab an observer, and we want to place it on the side of the slab facing upward like this. And then 1 here. Just make sure the dot is facing toward the sky. Then place dust like this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now grab a block and place it directly underneath this torch, and then have a line of blocks like this until you reach underneath this observer here. And we can remove this block. And now we need to place 5 repeaters, okay? So, 1 on 1 tick, then another one on 1 tick, then our third one has to be on 4 ticks. So place it down and press it 3 times. Once, twice, thrice. Then another one on 4 ticks, and then 1 more. Like that. After that, place a torch off the side of this block here. Then grab an observer and place it like this. So down directly off the side of that block. Then have a repeater coming away from that torch on the observer on 4 tick delay. So again, press it down and press it 3 times. Then underneath this observer, place a block here. And then the very last thing we have to do for this bit, place a block here, and then a repeater coming away from that torch on 4 tick delay, crouch, and place an observer like this, and then a block. And surprisingly, that's our bottom section completely done. So if we flick a lever down here, we should have our full extension, and then flick the lever off, and we should have our full retraction. Brilliant. Okay, so now I'm just going to wire this up, so I need to place a block here, with a repeater on 1 tick going directly toward this block, then a block here, and dust, then a temporary block here, 1 up, remove this bottom one, and have a torch on the side of this block which should turn on this dust, then dust, block here, 1 to the right, so next to this observer, remove this block, and have another torch like that. And then our lever is going to go here. So you should still have our full extension and our full retraction. Fantastic. Okay, so now we've done our bottom section, we can now move on to our top section. So firstly, have a line of our door blocks, 6 long off this block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we want this 3 high. So another line, and then 1 more. Now place a temporary block here, and go up 4 more temporary blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and remove the bottom 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now directly underneath this block, facing down toward the ground, we need 3 sticky pistons, 1, 2, 3. Now we need to repeat these 3 all along, so That's 1 line, second line, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we need to alternate what we did down here. So we did honey, slime down here. So up here we need slime, honey, slime, honey. So if you have honey down here, you need slime. But if you have slime down here, you need honey. I hope that makes sense. So we got honey here, so we need slime. Then we had slime, so we need honey. And just keep going like that. So it just should alternate from our bottom. Like that, okay? Okay, so after you've done that, come to our block which has the lever on it. And place dust like this. Then a block here. 1 out and 1 up. Remove this block. Then 1 above this block and a slab here. On the slab, we need a block. We can remove this one. Then a slab. Then a block here. We can remove this one. And a slab here. And we can remove this one. And dust like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just realizing you can actually have a block there instead of a slab. My bad. So my list is going to be slightly wrong. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Then a block here. And have a repeater on 1 tick. And that repeater is going into a block like this. With a torch. Then a block. Then a torch, which should turn off. And then a final block. Okay, after you've done that, come around to the back here. And firstly, you place a block directly next to this top right block here. Okay? And then we want to place transparent blocks off the side of these pistons. But I'm going to be placing slabs. Just make sure they're on the top side of these pistons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a block here. 1 down. And a slab here. And we can remove this block. Then dust like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from this block here, we want another one going toward the front. And we want on this block a repeater on 2 tick delay. So press it down and press it once. Then a block here and 1 up. Remove this bottom block and have a line of blocks going all the way along to here. And we can have dust all along them like so. After that, place a block here and have a repeater coming away from this torch on 4 tick delay. So press it down and press it 3 times. Then a temporary block here and 1 up. And then we want a line of removable blocks. I'm going to be using obsidian. Sorry, we want a line of removable. Why is that so hard to say? I've got a line of immovable blocks. I'm going to be using obsidian off these honey and slime blocks. Like this. Oh dear. And remove this block. Then dust on them like this. It's terrible, isn't it? Then place another immovable block here. And again, a line of blocks. And dust all along. And lastly, temporary block here. And 1 up. And we can remove this block. Oh, and just place a block here. And 1 more. And have dust. And then a repeater on 2 tick delay. Brilliant. Okay, so the very last thing we have to do is firstly come over here. And firstly place a sticky piston off the side of this second sticky piston facing downward. Okay? So that sticky piston there should have another one next to it. And now we need an observer facing toward this block here. Like that. So the dot would be facing toward this block. As you can see. After that, place an observer off this repeater. So just crouch and place it like this. Then grab another observer and place it like this off this repeater. So again, crouch and place it like that. Then block here, and 1 above the sticky piston, and then have a repeater on this block on 2 tick delay. And then the very last thing we have to do is firstly place an obsidian here, and a block, then have 2 repeaters coming away from this block here, 1 on 4 tick delay, and then 1 on 3 tick delay. And then lastly, crouch and place an observer like that. And surprisingly, that's everything completely done. So when we flick the lever, we should have our full closure, which we do, and then flick the lever again. Everything should open beautifully and in sync. Perfect. Okay, so now we can just add some decoration. So blocks up like this on this side, and blocks on this side. Then unfortunately we do have to use immovable blocks because they're going to be touching the slime and the honey blocks. Then some more decoration blocks. Then it's up to you. You can either have some more immovable blocks down here, or you can actually have some regular blocks if you prefer. It doesn't actually matter. They'll just be moved up with the door like I said, it doesn't matter. And then we can just fill up all this, cover up our redstone. Okay, so now you've finished this amazing build, you probably want to add 2 buttons or even perhaps 2 levers to either side of this door to open it up. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, we come down to the block with the lever on it, place a block here and one down, move the top one and have a repeater going toward that block. And we can remove that lever. Then a block here and one up, one out, and remove this block here. Then have a dropper facing upward off the side of this block. Remove this block and then crouch and place a dropper like so. Then make sure you crouch again and have a hopper going toward this bottom dropper. You can see it's connecting directly toward that bottom one there. Then come above, crouch, and place a comparator like so. And then in this top dropper, we can place any old block you don't mind throwing away. And then all we have to do is run a repeater into our T flip-flop and have buttons with dust running wherever we like. So you can see we have our opening and we have our closing. Brilliant. Now, if you want 2 levers, all you have to do is swap out this dust here and this dust here with observers. Like this. Whoops. No. Like that. And one here. So now we can have levers on both sides. So when I flick the lever, you can see we have our opening. And even though this lever is on, I can flick this lever and you can see it closes. Then I can flick this lever and you can see it alternates. And this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video or like this design, please give us a like. And if you really loved it, make sure you subscribe with that wonderful subscribe button for more awesome content. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one and I'll see you later. Bye! You see? It's on the brain! Ah!